visiting Phoenix Suns with Cedric Ceballos and former Maverick Loren Meyer at the forwards. Hot Rod Williams in the middle. Jason Kidd and Kevin Johnson at the guard line. The Mavericks with Finley, Green, and Bradley up front. Khalid, Reeves, and Erick Strickland at the guard spots. Well, the Mavs have been playing them close for the most part lately, although they did have a 9-point verdict last night. Prior to that, 4 of the last 5 games had been decided by 2 points. They had won 2 and lost 2 in that regard. One of them against this Phoenix team a week ago tonight.
And a great win it was. Phoenix coached by Danny Ainge, a 14-year veteran as a player in this league. But Danny Ainge, just a rookie as a coach. Played in 193 career playoff games while an NBA player, and that's just a bunch. 2 world championships with Boston. Played 3 years of Major League Baseball.
With the Toronto Blue Jays.
That's right.
As a matter of fact, his rookie year, I did a few of his games when they were involved in a series with the Chicago White Sox. There's Don Nelson.
Yeah, that's D-O-N-N, assistant coach for Phoenix, and that is the son of general manager Don Nelson of the Dallas Mavericks. That guy right there is an outstanding coach, very qualified individual in this NBA with a good reputation. What he's accomplished in the past, believe me, speaks for itself.
Joe Forty, Monty McCutcheon, and Leroy Richardson are the officials tonight. Ceballos off the tip and a quick foul called. It's on Reeves.
A very alert move by Cedric Ceballos because it looked like the Mavericks were going to get the tip. Ceballos made that dive move in front of the Maverick player and came away with the ball.
Suns have it in play. Kevin Johnson. Now Ceballos with Michael Finley opening on him. Inside pass stolen by Bradley. Mavericks with a chance at the lead. Erick Strickland, Kevin Johnson guarding him. 12 to shoot. Strickland with 9 on the clock. AC Green fires over Kidd, and the Mavericks have the lead.
Since all of the trades have taken place, AC Green, for some unknown reason, has become a better jump shooter. He spent an awful lot of time on that jump shot. He just is shooting the shot much better.
Ceballos gets underneath. Out there on the reverse. Meyer missed on the tip try. The ball dug out by Green, and Finley has it. Michael Finley going inside to Reeves. It's out of bounds to Phoenix.
That's a tough pass to make there when the man doesn't have a lot of room to work along that baseline.
Finley guarding Ceballos. Back to Suns as Ceballos scores. They're in an easy part of their schedule in this regard. They played last Wednesday. They're playing tonight. They don't play again till next Wednesday.
They were very busy prior to the All-Star break, and they actually got ahead on games. So right now they're waiting for the schedule to catch up with them.
And they're getting somewhat healthier as Rex Chapman returns for them tonight. Reeves, yep, lefty.
Once again, we see Khalid Reeves displaying the ability to get down inside.
Now Kidd turns on Reeves, and a foul on Reeves. That's his second.
Foul by Khalid Reeves.
Here comes Derek Harper.
Second team foul.
Jason Kidd wheels on the baseline against Reeves. Reeves commits the foul. Reeves is going to sit down with 2 quick fouls. Harper in the ball game. We'll see if Harper or Strickland takes Kidd. Strickland has taken the assignment initially.
Rob, I don't see Robert Pack on the Mavericks bench.
I don't either, and I have been looking for that. You know, when he was shooting prior to the game, he was favoring a little bit his left leg. Now, it was the left ankle that was playing. And I'm wondering if after playing last night for the first time since January 20th, that thing didn't stiffen up on him.
2 free throws by Kidd. The game tied at 4. Finley offers it with one hand and draws the foul. Michael Finley shoots 2.
Foul by Cedric Ceballos.
Cedric Ceballos with the first foul of the game whistled against the Suns.
You want Finley to do more of this. With his quickness and his explosiveness, you want him in situations like that to recognize one-on-one opportunities and take them immediately. Do not take that away from Michael Finley.
Finley with his first point tonight. He came off a tough shooting night last night in Houston. He did score 14 points in the game, but he started out 3 out of 4 and then didn't have a field goal the rest of the way. 6-4 Dallas. Harper guarding Kidd. And that's Erick Strickland called for the foul as he moved up and popped it away from KJ.
He's first and 13 fouls.
3 team fouls on the man.
That's a heck of a matchup at the guard position. Strickland against Kevin Johnson and Harper against Jason Kidd. That's a pretty good battle right there. You can almost bet that the outcome of the game is decided there tonight.
Robert Pack on his way to the bench now as he comes from the dressing area. 18 to shoot. Inside to Meyer for the dunk. Nice play. Loren Meyer has his first 2.
They always look a little bigger in that other uniform, don't they? Huh?
And a little smaller in yours.
Yeah.
Here's Bradley.
That's what he needs.
Bradley over Hot Rod Williams. Kidd pulls up and fires, and Jason Kidd with the field goal, the 2-pointer that ties the game at 8. Derek Harper shooting a 3 ball. And on the rebound, it's to Johnson, but A.C. Green was being wrestled underneath. Ceballos blocked by Bradley, taken out by Finley. Erick Strickland for 3. The ball tipped away to Kidd, and Phoenix coming back in transition. 3-on-3. Ceballos fires. That one hops over the top edge, out of bounds to the Mavericks. Here's Samaki Walker coming in for Dallas.
We understand that Robert Pack was just simply being retaped. The original tape job was cut off, and they retaped the ankle. So we will probably get a look at Pack tonight. That's Robert Pack right there.
Game tied at 8. 8:55 left to go in the first.
Come on, Robert, sit up on the pocket. You don't make me look bad.
10 on the shot clock. Strickland leaves it for Bradley. Oh, he is wide open. And it's taken out by Meyer.
That's a good job by Strickland. That's a shot you want Bradley to have. He shoots that face-up jumper well.
Kidd again off the pull-up, and Strickland the rebound. Harper on the run-out.
With the right hand, Strickland threw that. Strickland is left-handed, folks.
Mavericks again with a chance to regain the lead. Remember last Sunday as Finley missed on the 3 try there. Last Sunday, Phoenix was up 16 early in the 4th.
11:38 to play in the ball game. They had that big lead.
Ceballos double teamed inside Hot Rod Williams for the dunk. Looked like the Mavericks had it figured out. They were just a little late arriving.
You're exactly right. The rotation was there, just not quite quick enough, but it was a fine pass by Ceballos and a great finish by Hot Rod.
10-8. The Suns the 2-point lead. Strickland comes up shooting. And the rebound, Ceballos lost it out of bounds. The Mavericks have it. Mavericks not shooting it very well early on, but they're getting some good shots.
I think Strickland's getting just a little bit in a hurry with that jump shot. What he needs to understand is that people are finding out he can shoot. So they're attacking him when he gets the ball. They're not giving him as much time, so now he's got to use the ball.
Finley on the jump stop had it blocked. Bradley stays with it, though, and the Mavericks score as a result. Jay Kidd with Harper on him. Shot clock at 15. Ceballos against Finley. Kidd gives it up to Kevin Johnson. His 3 try. Wow. Close the doors. That's the kind that almost leaves the building.
I wish that crowd wouldn't get on him like that. Kevin Johnson responds to that kind of stuff.
10-10. A little over 7 minutes left to go in the first. Strickland. Harper with 5 to shoot. Strickland launching the 3. Yep, Erick Strickland putting the Mavericks up 3.
You see where he had a little bit of time. He could square up that time. Johnson didn't get to him. He shot it entirely different.
On the backdoor cut, Kidd missed on the scoop, but a foul on Harper, and Kidd shoots 2. A timeout taken. 6:45 left in the first. The Mavs lead it by 3.
Play. And that is bothering him tonight, and it's questionable now whether or not he will play.
Jason Kidd getting ready to shoot 2 for the Suns. Kidd with 4 points in the game. In the NBA, Mark Jackson on top of the heap in the assist leaders, but Robert Pack is right up there, and so is Kevin Johnson. Kidd missed the second one, but gets the rebound.
No, you don't want to lose that one, and the Mavericks should not.
Kidd going inside, and that's Hot Rod Williams with a full head of steam. 2 hoops for Williams. The game tied at 13.
That's an outstanding play by Kidd. He made the move on the baseline, at which point Williams, when the defensive man turned his head, he made the dive cut to the bucket.
Finley against Ceballos, 12 on the shot clock. Bradley has it against Williams, 8 to shoot. Shawn Bradley with the hook. He's going to be a real load for Hot Rod Williams tonight.
You could give it down. You give it to him down there all night long.
2-point lead for the Mavs.
He can shoot the hook shot or the jump hook until the cows come home, and I know you understand that.
Yes. Here's Hot Rod Williams open. And so he starts the game by scoring 6 points in the first, and that's his average.
He's a little bit more offensive-minded tonight than he was a week ago tonight.
Bradley, as Meyer ran out at him, Bradley took up slack and scored. 8 points for Shawn Bradley.
I made a statement last night. I'll reiterate it again tonight. Shawn Bradley and Michael Finley should lead this team in touches.
Loren Meyer works on Walker. Hot Rod Williams underneath Bradley, a block. Finley has it. Mavericks on the move. 3-on-2. Harper with a bounce pass loose and out of bounds. That's a tough pass to make for Strickland.
Well, Harper got caught up in the air is what happened, and he was trying to adjust and get it over to Strickland. Shawn Bradley, the NBA's leading shot blocker. Oh, what a fine block that was. When you can tip it towards your basket on a block shot.
Kidd works around a Williams screen. Jay Kidd going inside. Bradley, another block. Here comes Strickland. And it's a 4-on-2 this time. Finley down the lane and hangs it up there for 2.
Mavericks absolutely have to run. They didn't do that last night, Jim.
Especially after the first quarter. Wesley Person on his way to the scorer's table for Phoenix. 10 to shoot. Loren Meyer fires the ball, and Bradley gives it up to Strickland.
Oh, Finley almost out front.
Now Finley goes inside to Walker. Samaki Walker against Meyer. 15 on the clock. Walker gets the shot down. Samaki Walker over Loren Meyer, and the Mavericks open up a 6-point lead.
Mavs are cooking.
And they've got balance. 6 different Dallas players have scored as they go out to this 21-15 lead. Here's the legal defense call on the Mavericks.
Erick Strickland, first of the game for the Mavericks.
Wesley Person coming in.
That official turned around to give Bradley an explanation, and he looked up, and then he looked up some more, and he kept tipping his head back so he could finally make eye contact with Bradley. Samaki Walker operating down low against ex-Maverick Loren Meyer. Nice move inside. Nice turnaround jump shot. Good post play.
AC Green back, and Bradley is out, and Phoenix has made a lot of changes. Here's Wesley Person over Finley. So Person with his first touch scores to end a 6-point run by the Mavericks. 4-point Dallas lead. Person guarding Finley, and a foul on Person. Called for the hand check.
Foul by Wesley Person.
First foul on him.
His first and second team foul.
Second team foul on the side.
So Bradley played awfully well.
Strickland finding Finley. Michael Finley connects. He has 6.
That's nice. That's nice by Michael Finley. He's going to be awfully hard to handle without the ball because of his quickness. I mean, did that look like Michael Jordan popping up that pick down there?
Somewhat. The first name especially.
Well, come on. Give me a break. It did.
I know.
Jordan will work down and come off like that, get himself open, and get that little jump shot.
Come on, Paul. Be straight with me now.
Mavericks the ball, leading by 6. Person guarding Finley. 15 to shoot. 3:20 left to go in the first. 9 to shoot for Strickland. Kevin Johnson guarding him. Harper to Finley. 4 on the clock. Finley fakes, shoots it on Person. That looked like Jordan, too.
Yep.
Give it to Michael and hope he can bail you out when that shot clock is winding down.
And that's what Michael Finley's capable of doing, which is why he has to have more touches and more shots.
8-point lead for the Mavericks, their biggest. Chapman missed on the 3 try, and the rebound out of bounds to Dallas. Timeout taken with 2:51 left in the first. 25-17. The Mavs have the lead.
Mavericks.
The Mavericks, who have streaked their way to this 8-point lead.
I want to be like Mike. There's another kid thinking like me. See?
Finley against Wesley Person. Harper with 10 on the clock. In the weave, it's Khalid Reeves who's back on, and his shot rattles out. The Mavericks made their first 3 shots tonight, then missed 7 in a row, then hit 8 in a row. And it all adds up now after that miss to 11 for 19 from the field. 10 to shoot. Kevin Johnson. Person on the shot was AC Green clear.
Got to close up Person, though, JD. You can't give him shots like that. He missed that one, folks, but he can make the next 10 like that.
A little over 2 minutes left to go in the first. 25-17. The Mavericks the lead in the ball. Into Green, who shoots on Martin Bryant. Rimming no, and the rebound to Bryant. Rex Chapman.
He'll pull up and shoot a jumper.
We got Finley to deal with. Tisdale fires on Walker. I wonder. I can't remember the last time I ever saw Wayman Tisdale come into the game and he missed his first shot.
He does come off the bench. And if you give him that kind of shot, though, that's where he'll make it. By the way, he wanted me to pass it along. I will in a minute.
AC Green with the layup.
Wayman Tisdale says hello to all family members and friends in Tulsa and the state of Oklahoma. I do that every time they come to Reunion Arena. Wayman Tisdale is one class individual and has been one fine pro in the NBA.
Kevin Johnson. And on the rebound, Mark Bryant called for the loose ball foul. That's the first in the last 2 minutes against the Suns.
First of the last 2 minutes.
Bryant with his first foul.
We are seeing Jim Clemens' Mavericks do more things offensively tonight. We've seen them, Finley working without the ball. We've seen some double picks on the left side of the basket. We're seeing more than just a pick and roll. So Clemens gradually expanding the offense.
Harper firing. Kevin Johnson and Walker go for the rebound. No foul call there. The Mavericks come away with a break on that one.
I believe you're right.
And here's Bryant. And now the foul is called on AC Green. Dallas is over the limit. Green fouling Bryant, and Bryant shoots 2.
I can promise you that Mark Bryant was headed for the jump hook. That's where he was going. Into the middle for the jump hook, probably with that left hand. He will shoot it with either hand.
Here's an interesting score tonight. Charlotte defeats Minnesota in Minneapolis 108-96. Here's the road trip Charlotte has had. A win at Atlanta, a win at Houston, and now they beat a good Minnesota team on the road.
But they lost at Dallas.
They lose to the Mavericks.
So what's happening to the Dallas Mavericks? Exactly what Don Nelson and Jim Clemens want. It's being rebuilt from the inside out. That's the only way you build it. You don't build it from the outside in. It doesn't work that way.
And they have turned it into a competitive situation here. The Mavs are playing with everybody in the league right now. Harper, Finley, 10 to shoot. AC Green comes up shooting. Nice. I'll tell you what, the last couple of games, Bob, AC has brought that shooting eye with him.
Well, he's been spending more time shooting his jump shot. I think he feels like he's going to have more opportunities to shoot the ball. He can be more than just a rebounder and a defender.
Phoenix will play it out. There's not quite a second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. 7 to shoot. Kevin Johnson leads it for Tisdale. And there he is, open again. Wayman Tisdale hits his first 2 shots, 2 seconds left. Finley gets it away from just inside midcourt. He was right on with that one. And at the end of 1, it's the Mavericks in front, 29-22.
When you have new Mavericks, you have new family in town, and seeing her son play in Dallas for the first time, Mrs. Madeline O'Bannon, Ed's mom, along with his grandma, Mrs. Geraldine Hamilton. How you guys doing?
We're doing great, thank you.
First time to Dallas to see Ed play. You live in California, right?
Yes, it is. First time.
Well, He's doing real good. How you like your trade being here as opposed to New Jersey?
We are very excited. He's thrilled. We have family here in town, and things are great.
Very good. That's my cousin-in-law. Back to you, Jim.
Okay, Chris, and almost on cue, Ed O'Bannon in the lineup now for the Mavericks with 9 on the shot clock. He's got it against Person. AC Green 4 to shoot. Shoots over Mark Bryant. Person the rebound.
Boy, did Shawn Bradley have a nice first period. 4 out of 6 from the field. 3 rebounds, 3 blocks, and a steal.
He's back in there to start the second quarter. Tisdale came up short on that one. Erick Strickland ahead to Bradley. And the ball is out of bounds to Phoenix.
You don't want to put Bradley in that position. You keep the ball and get closer till he gets by the basket. You give it to him and he can dunk it.
Now a foul on Bradley, his first.
First team foul.
Hot Rod Williams and Jason Kidd leading Phoenix in scoring in the first quarter. The Mavericks led by Finley, Bradley, and AC Green, and 54% shooting for the Mavs in the first.
And you go right back to those touches if you're the Mavericks by Bradley and Finley.
Now Bradley trying to come through a crowd, and I think they've got him again. Second foul on Bradley.
Oh, that's a terrible call.
He got tangled up with Rex Chapman. Here comes Dreiling in for the Mavericks.
That's a terrible. Look at, what did he do? Oh, I guess he thought he used that elbow to throw him down to the ground.
Kevin Johnson looks to bring it in. Comes into Chapman. 29-22 still the score. Dallas the lead. KJ inside, and it's snapped down by AC Green. Erick Strickland burns up the court. Takes it all the way to the hoop with a right hand. Erick Strickland with the hoop.
Strick can do that. He's strong when he gets down inside, and he elevates well. He can get up and he can finish.
31-22 Mavs. Kevin Johnson over Green. Kevin Johnson with his first 2 points tonight.
Kind of a patented Kevin Johnson move there. One-on-one. He can make that jumper.
Ed O'Bannon. Person guarding him. Khalid Reeves against Chapman. 9 to shoot, and off the ball a whistle. And a foul on Phoenix. It's on Tisdale. First foul on Tisdale.
Erick Strickland, strong. Right-hand dribble. He jukes left, gets down inside. He is a left-hander, finishes with his right.
Horacio Llamas about ready to make an appearance for the Phoenix Suns. Green. And it goes over the top, out of bounds. 6'11", 285. Horacio Llamas. This is his first big league appearance.
They're going to want what they want out of Llamas is for him to put a body on Dreiling down low.
And that body would be 6'11", 285. So he's well built, good size. Bryant against Dreiling.
There's that hook.
He almost turned it into a dunk.
Yes, he did.
Mark Bryant with 3. The Mavericks lead down to 5. It was 9. Strickland guarded by Jason Kidd. Strick splits the double team, and then a foul on Bryant or Kidd. Joe Forte picks out the number of Mark Bryant. 2 fouls on Bryant.
Llamas in the ballgame right now is the first Mexican-born player in the NBA. Now, he is not the first Latin player. San Antonio's Carl Herrera from Venezuela is the first Latin player, but the first Mexican-born player is in the ballgame right now for Phoenix, number 17.
And it's only fitting that he should make his appearance against the Mexico City champions of last fall, the Campeones, the Mavericks. And that's Ed O'Bannon.
You've been waiting all year to use that Campeone word. You finally found a place for it, didn't you?
Chapman missing, and Bryant tries to save. O'Bannon has the steal, and the Mavericks come out with a full head of steam. The pass to Green loose, and it's Phoenix back the other way.
Ooh,
the steal by Green. Kidd fouled.
Yeah, right here, baby.
Shoots 2. Ed O'Bannon called for the foul.
Well, a familiar face on the free throw line, that's for sure. Jason Kidd. Still a lot of talk, an awful lot of talk about the trade.
Jay Kidd connecting.
Kidd in the ball game now without Kevin Johnson. Kevin Johnson continuing to say, I will retire at the end of the year.
And it'll be all Jason at the point. Kidd with that second free throw, down 7 points scored. The Mavericks lead is 5 with 8:58 left. Strong move by Strickland.
He never looked back. He never ducked. He never worried about getting hit. Strickland took it all the way to the glass.
Person shooting the 3 ball. Wesley Person connecting.
Wesley Person.
35-31 Mavericks. Martin Muursepp at the scorer's table for Dallas. Strickland plays to O'Bannon. O'Bannon shoots it over Person. The rebound, Dreiling hustles. Now 7 on the shot clock. O'Bannon's shot didn't bite any iron. The Mavericks up against it here. 3 to shoot, 2 to shoot, out of bounds. As the shot clock went off, but I think it hit out first.
1 second.
1 on the shot clock for the Mavericks. When Dreiling captured possession, there were 9 seconds.
Dreiling got hammered in there late with the shot clock running down.
Now Muursepp enters the lineup. Dreiling goes out. Dreiling goes out. 8:23 left to go in the half.
Muursepp was impressive off of the bench against Charlotte in the last home game.
And the inbound, Strickland, he gets it away. And it's taken out by Llamas.
That's good. I mean, that's about all you can do.
I didn't think he'd ever get it away. Person. Llamas has his first big league points.
How about that? On his first shot.
Phoenix within 2. Inside of 8 minutes for the half. Muursepp. He gave Llamas a little move and scores and draws the foul.
I'll tell you, Muursepp's going to have to get some more time. He's too productive in a short period of time. He's very aggressive. He gets after it. Watch this move here.
What's the expression? Bust a move? That's what, there it is.
Yeah.
And Murray connects on the free throw. 38-33. Finley on his way back to the scorer's table for the Mavericks. Ceballos there for Phoenix. Person guarded by O'Bannon. Has Bryant.
He wants to go to the middle. There it is.
Back baseline this time. A couple of hoops for Bryant and a free throw so far in the game.
Mark Bryant has really improved his low post game. He's worked hard at that.
38-35 Mavs. AC Green, O'Bannon, Strickland over Llamas.
Great catch by Strickland. Obviously a good shot, but it was a great catch, a tough catch, good hands.
9 points for Strick, and the Mavs up by 5 with 7 minutes left to go in the half. Person against O'Bannon. Chapman with Reeves on him. Chapman couldn't get the corner turn. 7 to shoot. Chapman gets it back from Llamas. Rebound O'Bannon. Here come the Mavericks trying to extend to the 5-point lead. Reeves pass Chapman to the hoop. Not loose, but the spell is in and a foul call.
Martin Murray Muursepp.
Timeout taken. 7-point Dallas lead. Martin Muursepp at the free throw line for the Mavericks, trying to complete on the 3-point play. Michael Finley back in for Dallas. The timeout was taken, but Muursepp had already gone to the foul line. He was out there by himself.
He wants to play.
That's right. He so wanted to complete this 3-point play, and he did it. So he's got 6 points, and both of them coming on 3-point plays. 2 of those, a total of 6. Kidd.
Strickland ran into Kevin Johnson about not being silly.
Kevin Johnson, you mean?
Yes.
Here's Kidd against Harper. And that was a tough one. A person ends up with it. Finley a block. Strickland ahead to Finley. Michael just saves it in play. Now to Muursepp, whose shot is blocked by Kidd, but a foul.
Great
on
play.
Kidd.
Cut it loose, Dallas. Strickland goes the length of the floor with the ball. Finley makes a great catch. Muursepp runs the floor on the left wing, gets it back, and goes for the dunk.
Erick Strickland looked like a right fielder trying to throw a guy out at home.
That's what he played. 3 years of professional baseball. He played right field,
That's why I
However,
say
he's
that.
left-handed. He threw it with his left hand.
Muursepp hits the free throw.
And by the way, Strickland hit 260 in professional baseball.
At Elmira when he was in the Marlins chain in Class A. I told him last night that's better than Jordan.
Well, Jordan did hit 200. I don't think so. But he can shoot.
44-35. The Mavs the 9-point lead. This equals the largest. Here's Hot Rod Williams. Kevin Johnson, 8 to shoot.
AC Green helping out defensively.
Kevin Johnson missing the layup, and it's Strickland with the rebound inside of Hot Rod Williams.
He's going.
Leaves it for Finley. Harper on a 3. Phoenix on the run.
Wesley Person
On the layup, a beautiful feed by Kevin Johnson.
You could see it happening. You could see it develop at the 10-second line.
Erick Harper up court to Green to beat some of that pressure. Now Finley guarded by Person. Strickland against Kidd. Strickland drives Kidd through the hoop and lays it in. Erick Strickland beating Kidd off the dribble. He's got 11.
Strickland did that to Jason Kidd 1 week ago tonight in Phoenix in America West Arena. I think it was before you got there.
You might be right. Although Kidd has a short memory. I mean, you don't get beat like that all the time. You got to recover. Here's Finley making a steal. Michael Finley drives it on Kevin Johnson and missed on the scoop. Kidd comes back the other way.
You got to love this game.
Kidd to Ceballos. Ceballos with 4 points, and it's 46-39.
You see Muursepp try to take the charge on Jason Kidd. Took a pretty good shot.
Erick Harper running the show for the Mavs. 4:19 left to go in the half. Harper around the Muursepp screen.
He'll shoot that.
4-3. Oh, yeah. Martin Muursepp off the bench has scored 10 in this quarter. He had a 12-point game last week, remember, for his career best.
I do remember.
So he's got a chance to surpass that in this half.
Watch him. He's just hustling all over the place. Muursepp's everywhere.
He lets that one hop out of bounds now, and it's saved in, and here comes Strickland. A pull-up 3 by Strick. And a Hot Rod Williams the rebound. Jason Kidd drives on Harper, missed the layup and the tip, and it's Muursepp with the rebound. Dallas throws ahead to AC Green. You know what we just saw there? We just saw a guy miss a layup and a guy make a layup.
And we've seen that one guy miss him before.
And just the opposite would happen. Listen to the crowd in Union as Phoenix takes time. 3:20 left in the first. 51-39 Dallas. Don't forget, if a Mavericks player gets a triple-double tonight, Discover Card will donate $500 to the local chapter of the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Discover Card is making wishes come true. How about Martin Muursepp in this first half?
Hey, I'll tell you what, I think Martin Muursepp is a solid 3. I don't think he's a 4. I think Muursepp is a good small forward. He's got size. He works around the basket. He can shoot the perimeter shot. I think he's a very underrated player. 22 years old. Look out.
10 points already in this game. Here is Bryant inside. And a good play by Phoenix out of the timeout. Technical foul called on Danny Ainge. Now, Danny Ainge may get tossed. He got his second one. He's out of here. Now, Danny Ainge trying to get his money's worth. He is not leaving the court in a timely fashion.
Right now, it's costing him money. The longer he stays out there. I'll tell you what, that was a short fuse. That official wheeled on Danny Ainge right away. There's one of the fine guys in NBA history leaving this one, though.
Danny Ainge has been thrown out with 3:11 left in the half, and Michael Finley will shoot 2 free throws for the Mavericks. Now Don Nelson or Paul Silas will be running the show. You see Frank Johnson, Paul Silas there calling for the 22nd timeout after the free throws by Finley, just to help his team get organized. Finley missing.
And while that was taking place, Cedric Ceballos gathered together along with Kevin Johnson, the Phoenix Suns, in a little huddle, and look for that to be a little bit motivating. What happened to Ainge, a little bit of motivation for the Suns right now. 22nd timeout.
22nd timeout, Phoenix.
See if we can figure this out.
Watch up here. That's Danny Ainge.
We know he called the technical, but we don't know why. I mean, we don't know why Ainge was so upset. There was no indication before that about a play that had been miscalled in Ainge's opinion. But, man, he got the first one, and then he got the second one right quick like.
Well,
Chris Arnold, what do you have for us?
Well, I'm down here by the end of the Phoenix Suns bench, and Danny Ainge didn't say anything to the referee to get the first technical. Now, the second technical was because he called him a SOB. He said, "What did I do, you SOB?" And that was what got him ejected. But the first one was non-provoked.
Sometimes it works to the benefit for a coach to be thrown out. We'll see how the Suns respond. 3 minutes left to go.
look at this.
Muursepp driving Hot Rod Williams. Yep, and a foul on Hot Rod.
He's a three. He's a small forward.
He's a player.
Yeah, we got to tell you more about him. I promise you, folks, he came off the bench against Charlotte. Look at this guy. Goes to his right, gets up in the air, works the board, shoots the outside shot. Now he finishes on the drive.
That trade is looking like
Martin Muursepp
for
is
Mashburn.
6'9".
Looks like Muursepp for Mashburn.
235. 6'9", 235.
14-point lead for the Mavs. Here's Kidd on the three. Jason Kidd connects. Kidd with his first three-pointer in the game. And Jay Kidd with a 10-point ball game right now, 55-44 Dallas.
The book will tell you that Martin Muursepp has a good feel for the game at the offensive end of the floor.
Muursepp looks down at his feet. He missed on that one.
I think he's a little tired right now. He came up short on that one. I don't know how used to heavy minutes he is.
AC Green popped it loose. Kevin Johnson right back to Bryant, 12 to shoot.
Bryant's been tough. There's Harper.
There's Hart making the steal. Ahead to Finley. Finley's got to beat Ceballos. He sets it up for O'Bannon.
Erick Harper with the steal. And O'Bannon's mother and grandmother that you saw right there in the stands.
Minute 55 left to go in the half. Harper all over Kidd. Takes it away from him. Derek Harper on the steal. Coast to coast. Hit a goaltend on a frustration block.
You bet Kidd was frustrated on that one.
Listen to the crowd at Reunion. They are enjoying themselves tonight as the Mavericks have out-hustled this Phoenix team and lead it by 15. Kevin Johnson, Finley on him. Hot Rod Williams with a hookup. Ed O'Bannon the rebound.
Yeah, that's O'Bannon's got to give it up to those guards in a situation like that. Actually, Jim Clemens going with Finley at that two-guard position right now, and Muursepp at the 4 position, and O'Bannon at 3.
22nd timeout taken by the Mavericks, who are red hot from the field.
57% shooting. Watch Derek Harper. Watch Harper. He stays after it. Harper with the steal. Jason Kidd with a goaltend. The ball hit the board first. That's an automatic.
59-44 Mavericks.
Dallas Mavericks having played last night. So it's back-to-back. It shouldn't matter when you're 22 and 23 and 24 and 25 years old.
And I don't think it matters to this group.
Harper's headed to the locker room right now. We don't know anything about that, except you see him going up the tunnel right now. We do know that he's not going up to visit with Danny Ainge about anything.
Ed O'Bannon looks to bring it in. He has AC Green.
I have to believe that that was unfortunate for Ainge, because it's not his nature to do something like that quickly. Unless
3 to shoot. Erick Strickland gets it away. And Kidd with a rebound. Now it's Johnson.
You don't want to get stuck that late on the shot clock.
Johnson, Finley dug it out, but he's called for the foul. Michael Finley has his first, the first in the last 2 minutes on the Mavs.
Finley.
The other thing that we've talked about before, Jim, when this Dallas Maverick team needs to learn, when you get up on a team, you either maintain that pressure, hopefully you increase it and you build that lead, but you don't think about how wonderful you've been playing.
To some extent, that's what happened last night when they went up 9 at Houston.
That's what happened to Phoenix a week ago tonight when they had a 16-point lead against the Mavericks. You must keep playing.
And that's what happened to the Mavericks in the Minnesota game when they took that 17-point lead.
This Phoenix team is a good club. They've got a couple of good veterans. And
there's one of them right there. Kevin Johnson making that second free throw.
Mavericks have made this happen by being aggressive at both ends of the floor and pushing the ball. They can't get away from that now.
Pass to O'Bannon, tipped away, but Finley recovers. Nice whip underneath to O'Bannon. Muursepp on a tip try. It comes out to Strickland, and he pulls it out, works a 2-for-1 deal.
Seeing Strickland at that point guard position.
He wants KJ off the dribble. 12 to shoot. 9 on the clock. Strickland driving Johnson. Finley gets the 3 on the way. Oh, yeah. Michael Finley nails the 3. 62-45 Dallas. .14 to shoot. So there's a little better than 2 difference. Kevin Johnson with Strickland on him. Kevin Johnson sets it up for Kidd. Missed on the 3. Strickland, his pass knocked out of bounds by Kidd with 2.2. Finley had released, and Strickland knew it too.
He was trying to get it to him. Once again, he had to throw it with his right hand. Someone's got to. Okay, Strick's trying to give himself room to go back to the ball.
2.2 left to go in the half. It comes in to O'Bannon. O'Bannon gets it away with time. And we have played 1 half at Reunion. And this crowd of over 14,000 enjoying themselves tonight as the Mavericks lead at 62-45 at the half.
And an injury report from the locker room. Derek Harper has re-injured a groin injury. He says he will try to play, however. And Robert Pack has bruised ribs from last night. They're going to keep him out of the game, only play him if necessary. And by the way, you do know that the Lakers take on the Mavericks here at Reunion on Tuesday. George McLeod is in the house tonight. He's taking care of some personal things. Back to you, Jim. Bob.
Yeah, Chris, we had George a moment ago on our picture. There's Robert Pack. As Chris mentioned, if need be, he will play, but in all likelihood, he will not. Mavericks, as Bob said, need a good start here to the third. Keep that momentum going. Finley lobbing to Bradley, and a foul.
I like the creativity by Jim Clemens and his staff. We're seeing more plays. We're getting a different feel at the offensive end. What a great way to start. Great way to start. Michael Finley, back pick. Bradley over the top. Look at the back pick. Strickland. It's Erick Strickland setting the pick. That's what makes it happen.
And it's Dallas by 20, the biggest lead of the game. 11 points for Bradley. That foul, by the way, on Hot Rod Williams, his second. Kevin Johnson against Reeves. Tisdale shoots it. Strickland the rebound.
They got to keep running, and I mean running. Make a track meet out of it. But be smart. I don't mean be crazy. There's a good shot.
Maybe a little crazy. AC Green hits it.
Well, the announcers can be crazy.
There you go.
Those guys be.
22-point lead for the Mavs as Kidd operates for Phoenix. Strickland guarding him. Kevin Johnson makes the play for Tisdale. Bradley knocked it away from him. Is he going to steal or a block?
I don't know.
Here's Finley wheeling in on Kidd. Now it's Reeves.
Good decision by Khalid Reeves.
You got a little mismatch working here. Finley being guarded by Kidd. 12 to shoot. 8 on the clock. Strickland to Bradley. Kidd with the Suns rebound.
It's all right. You got to live with some of that. That's okay.
Kidd with 15 to shoot. Reeves has picked him up. Kevin Johnson, Strickland guarding him. 9 to shoot, stolen by Reeves, but it was Strickland's defense of KJ that made it happen. Oh, nice pass from Strickland to AC Green. Kidd called for the foul.
Pretty unselfish right there. Strickland probably could have powered the ball up and in. I think he was waiting for Kidd to look for a shot block opportunity. That's Reeves. That's Strickland. Here comes AC Green. The defender is Jason Kidd.
AC Green.
AC on the free throw line for the first time tonight. 10 points for AC in the game. Has one more. 10:23 left, third quarter. Mavericks opened the third by taking a 22-point lead, and they have dominated things on the inside. 34-18. Points in the paint. Free throw by Green.
Phoenix starts Tisdale because of his offense. They need points, and they know it. What you want to do is make Tisdale run now. I mean, you really run. Make him get up and down the floor.
Foul called on Strickland against Kevin Johnson.
Strickland.
Erick Strickland with his second. First team foul on the Mavs here in the third. The thing about Strickland and Finley, they will guard anyone you assign them to. They'll give it their best. Here's ceballos inside and a foul called on Finley.
Well, the key to what you said is that they will guard. They will guard people. They will play defense. AC Green will work at his defense, and Khalid Reeves works at defense. You get a look at the play right here. Finley called for the foul. Ceballos at the free throw line.
He has just 4 points in the game. Ceballos averaging just under 16.5.
AC Green keeps talking to his teammates, and I really have a feeling he's saying, you know, don't let up. Continue to play. Keep the pressure on. He told Bradley to release and get on down the floor, and he did just that.
22-point lead for the Mavs. 10 minutes left to go in the third. Phoenix trapping. Reeves gets his shot away. Then hustles for his own rebound. Had it blocked, and it's taken out by Ceballos. Kidd, just a nice toss to Tisdale. Hot Rod Williams. Tisdale with an open shot. The rebound to Green.
See, Bradley got a piece of that, kept it alive, and that's when Green picked it off. Just about tore my ear off here, JB.
Oh, man! Michael Finley on the lob.
Baby. How sweet it is.
I'm glad you could hear that one. Kidd. Reeves on him. Kevin Johnson right there.
Kevin Johnson.
A solid, excellent jump shooter. KJ.
Again, Phoenix showing trap. AC Green.
You want to be aggressive against it. You want to hit. Make sure that you attack the basket. Don't attack the defense. You attack that defense, you're going to get in trouble.
Stolen, but Finley recovers. AC Green underneath, and a foul called. AC shoots two.
Watch this. Athleticism, give and go. Give up the ball, go to the basket. Get your head out of the way, Michael. You're going to get hit there.
Tisdale called for the foul, his second. AC Green back in the game. Wesley Person back in for the Suns.
Well, I'll tell you what, don't ever question whether or not Michael Finley's elevator goes all the way to the top, because it does.
AC Green.
AC Green getting ready with that first free throw attempt. Hasn't been an average game for Phoenix tonight. Their top three scorers well below average.
And let's give credit there to the defensive assignments, because Finley, Green, and Strickland very much involved in that. And that's not to leave out Bradley or Reeves. Bradley distorts the game in a different way, rather than with fancy footwork and quickness.
Tisdale against AC Green. Bradley rakes down the rebound. Strickland spins away from Kidd and finds Finley. It's Reeves with a three on the way. AC Green the offensive rebound. Kidd knocks it out of bounds with 8:24 left in the third.
Green is doing what he does best. He complements the game so well with his hustle, with his experience, his maturity, his rebounding.
Finley brings it into Reeves.
That's why AC Green fit on that LA Laker team so well.
Finley with a long three. And on the rebound, a loose ball foul on AC Green. Second foul on him.
Tisdale with a nice job of blocking out that time. Used his body very well. What Green is trying to tell the official is that Tisdale had a hold of his trunks.
There would be 3 team fouls on the Mavericks. Hot Rod Williams, the dunk. 8 points for him. The Mavericks lead is 21.
Pressure is slowing the Mavericks in their attack just a little bit.
But they have some open shot looks, and here's Reeves stepping free of Kidd. Strickland tries the 3. You know, he's got that little jackknife move about his body, and when you see him in that position, you know that shot is dead on.
Rhythm. It establishes his rhythm is what it does, and the result is normally good.
24-point lead for the Mavs. Person missing, and it hops over the top. Dallas has it with 7:27 left in the third.
Remember that Phoenix is operating without their head coach, Danny Ainge, who was tossed in the second quarter. You hate to lose a guy like that off your bench with his knowledge of the game and his ability to teach and coach.
And we should also mention they're without Danny Manning tonight. He's out with a sore leg. He's missed a couple of games. Reeves gets all the way inside, then gets turned away. A loose ball to Finley, though. Michael Finley stayed with it, almost got it to go. And as Reeves hustles, the Mavs have it.
Great effort. All they're doing is hustling, folks.
Look at the fans here coming to their
All
feet.
they're doing is hustling.
Many of them standing and cheering the effort of the Mavericks with 10 to shoot. Strickland driving on Person with his right hand. Erick Strickland scores. And the Mavericks have their biggest lead at 26. 6:37 left for the third.
You build upon the lead.
Kevin Johnson slips through and draws the foul, going to the hoop. A timeout taken. 6:35 left for the third quarter. Dallas 76, Phoenix 50. Here's what's coming up for the Mavs on Tuesday. The Lakers are here. A week from Tuesday, the New York Knicks. And on Thursday, March 13th, the Boston Celtics.
Michael Finley operating inside. Looks like he's going to dunk the ball right here. Watch him. No, he doesn't. He reloads, pulls it down, and goes up with it. Bradley tips it, keeps it alive. Khalid Reeves saves it from going out of bounds. Bradley grabs it. Strickland with the ball on the left side of the floor. Going to the basket, left-handed. Up over the top of 2 defenders. Erick Strickland
with the right hand that time. Now Kevin Johnson shooting 2.
The Mavericks have 32 rebounds. Phoenix has 23. The Mavericks leading rebounder with 9. Guard Erick Strickland.
Oh man. Kevin Johnson with 7 make that 6 points in the game. That last foul, by the way, was called on Strickland, and it's his third. Kevin Johnson makes it 76-52. The Mavericks the lead in the ball. Strickland guarded by Johnson.
Mavericks must avoid relaxing at all costs.
Loose ball. And it's Reeves recovering, but it was hit into the backcourt by the Mavericks. You no sooner got the words out of your mouth about relaxing, and Dallas turned it over.
And they did. They were not at all aggressive with that possession. That kind of a cross-court pass is very risky. It's like a flat pass in football.
But as you saw, the turnover count well played both ways. Only 11 turnovers total in the game. 6 minutes roughly for the third. Bryant against Bradley leaves it for Hot Rod Williams. Mavericks to steal, and it was Bradley doing it. Here's Finley going to the hoop. Yep, he went up strong with it on Kidd to make sure he couldn't chop it away.
You see, all it takes is one player like a Wesley Person to get hot on threes, and you can be in trouble, i.e. James Robinson.
Yep,
from Minnesota.
Green with the rebound. The Mavericks the ball and a 26-point lead.
You like that IE stuff, that corporate terminology?
You know what I like? I like a 26-point lead.
I agree. The heck with the IE stuff.
8 to shoot. Finley. Strickland coming out. 3 on the clock. Strick gets it away. Rebounded by Bryant. Kidd pulls up and fires and hits the 2-point basket.
No pressure that time. Reeves did not challenge the shooter. No hand up.
24-point lead. AC Green finding Reeves, who's wide open, and Khalid Reeves sticks the shot.
Super by AC Green out of the middle. When you catch the ball in the middle, somebody has to be open if they've just trapped the ball out in front of you. Turn and find him.
Mavericks have a crack at their season high tonight as Kevin Johnson was fouled coming across the lane. Reeves whistled for the foul. 3 on him. Mavericks over the limit. Kevin Johnson shooting 2. The season high for the Mavericks this year is 111 points, and they scored that at Philadelphia. They've got 80 on the board with 4:46 left in the third.
Mavericks with the lead in offensive rebounds, 10-4. Mavericks with the lead, as you would imagine, in second chance points as a result of the 10-4. Mavs lead in second chance points, 7-0.
Samaki Walker back in the game.
Kevin Johnson hitting the free throw. Walker returns. Bradley goes out. Kevin Johnson 5 out of 6 at the free throw line.
Walker's got to be active now.
Against the press, AC Green.
That time Phoenix extends a little bit. That was more three-quarter type pressure.
Strickland off to Walker inside against Bryant. He's called for the walk.
Rex Chapman back in the game.
Here's Rex Chapman returning for Phoenix.
Just because your name's Walker doesn't give you any permission to walk. Can't do that.
A little traveling music, if you please.
Yes. Suitcase time.
Jason Kidd, 24-point lead for the Mavs. Kidd guarded by Reeves. Kidd works his way inside. Rebound tipped away by Walker. Finley hustles for the pickup. Finley against Person all the way to the hoop. Comes back out to Reeves. An open 3 look. And Kidd the rebound. And now Jason Kidd in a crowd. He's called for cupping the dribble. The Mavericks have it. Either that or he dribbled it off his leg.
I think he pinned it against his leg when he was going to lose it. He pinned it on his left thigh.
So that was a double dribble call.
He pins it right here. Watch. See there? He pins it against that left leg.
80-56. Mavericks the lead in the ball. Finley, 14 to shoot. Reeves with 9 on the clock. Erick Strickland, 5 to shoot. Strick fires over Hot Rod. Rimming no, but the offensive rebound to Walker, and Samaki Walker will shoot 2.
Nice job by Walker on the offensive board. He went up strong. He stretched out. Nothing worse than to see a guy jump well and not extend his arms. See, Walker, not only did he jump well, but he extended his arms, went back up strong.
Timeout taken, 3:41 left in the third. It's 80-56 Dallas. When you hustle, you usually win. And the Mavericks lead the hustle board by a plenty.
That's amazing what a statement like that means. It just works that way more often than not. 11-4 offensive rebounds, 7-0 on second chance points. Look at the steals, an advantage of 6, and fast break points. Mavericks really doing a nice job of pushing it, but they got to keep it up.
Samaki Walker with the first of 2. You know, the encouraging thing, Bob, is the way this Dallas team has responded after, a real difficult, frustrating kind of night last night at Houston.
Well, and that followed 2 very impressive wins. I mean, they win at Phoenix, and then they beat Charlotte at home, have a frustrating loss to Minnesota, and then did not play well last night. Let's just put it that way, plain and simple. They can bounce back tonight.
Chapman inside, he works it to Bryant, and AC Green takes the foul. 3rd foul on Green.
But the Mavericks really attacking the ball on the perimeter that time. The Kidd and Chapman, Kevin Johnson, Person, they're not getting good looks at the basket. Defense is flying at them all the time.
Bradley getting ready to come back. Derek Harper also ready to come back for the Mavs as Mark Bryant, 1 for 2 from the line in the first half, has 8 points in the game.
Derek Harper and Shawn.
Reeves is out with Harper in, and Green going out with Shawn Bradley in the lineup.
Oh, AC Green, I'll tell you what. He is becoming very much a leader on this club. You can just see him accepting that responsibility. Talking to people, encouraging people.
Bryant drops both free throws. 24-point lead for the Mavericks. Harper, Chapman guarding him.
Nothing reinforces any more than positive, contrary to what some people think about negative.
13 to shoot. Walker, Harper with 10 on the clock. Hits Strickland, shows it to Kidd, drives it into the lane, leaves it for Finley. The 3-ball on the way. Michael Finley has his second triple tonight.
That's good point guard play.
Chapman against Finley.
Strickland got him the shot.
Pass out of bounds. The Mavericks have it. Joe Forte has the right call.
Nice.
That pass went through untouched.
Nice job by the lead official that time. He did not see it. He turned and looked for help.
And Joe Forte had our angle, and that's exactly how it looked to us. Finley. Pass deflected by Person, still loose. Walker with it.
That's a good job by Person in getting in the passing lane.
Strickland with 7 on the shot clock. 6 to shoot.
Oh.
Rick, a bouncer to Finley underneath. Out it comes to Harp. He's got to get it away, and he does. And it's a shot clock violation.
I'll tell you what, Strickland and Finley tied up on a backdoor cut.
I thought we were looking at something special on that one.
You can live with that. That's the kind of mistake that a coach can live with. I mean, you can almost smile at the guy. At least I would. Encouraging. You reinforce that. That was excellent by the Mavericks.
10:25 left to go in the third. Kidd. Now it's Chapman firing, and a 3 for Rex Chapman, his first 3 points tonight.
Chapman and Person can hit about 5 of those threes as quick as you can blink an eye. You better respect those two guys.
Look at this now. Strickland picked up by Hot Rod Williams. Kidd comes over. 10 to shoot. Bradley has it against Williams. 5 on the clock. Bradley fakes on Williams and somehow got the shot away. Bryant takes it out.
That's where he needs work. That's where he...
Person on the 3.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's Chapman and that's Person now. That's where Bradley needs to give it up and go set a new post, and then you repost the ball.
6 straight points for the Suns after the Mavericks were up by 27. Minute 30 left, third quarter. Finley pulls it away, 8 on the shot clock. Samaki Walker faced up, rebounded by Hot Rod Williams. Kidd gets all the way to the hoop and draws the foul. Jason Kidd with the basket. Walker called for the foul.
See, with the free throw now, that could be 9 unanswered points there. You had a couple of 3-pointers by the 2 guys I mentioned, Person and Chapman, and then Kidd, an old-fashioned 3 if he makes the free throw. Kidd with a penetration, gets inside. Good move.
Kidd missing the free throw. Rebounded by Bradley. 85-66 Mavericks.
O'Bannon in the ball game right now. We have look out.
And Kidd came over, knocked it off O'Bannon, out of bounds to Phoenix.
Phoenix has definitely taken the momentum in the ball game back right now. O'Bannon with the ball. Does it go off O'Bannon? No, it does not. It went off Kidd, I believe.
Chapman missing on the 3 and O'Bannon the rebound. Tell you what, Ed O'Bannon's got some life in those legs, doesn't he?
He did get up. He got up nicely that time.
He went over Bryant for that one. Less than a minute for the third. Strickland with 9 to shoot. Harper with 5 on the clock. Air ball, out of bounds. Which way?
Mavericks.
And they have just 1 second on the shot clock to come in.
You go with a lob to Bradley. You plain and simply just lob. Give him a chance.
Well, they come to Strickland, and he didn't get it away in time. A shot clock violation. I don't think they were aware that they only had the 1 second to deal with.
I hope they were.
They didn't act it. 36 seconds left, third quarter.
You'd really like a stop right here.
8 straight points scored by the Suns. Jay Kidd makes the drive and draws the foul on Strickland. 2 shots for Kidd. Erick Strickland has picked up his 4th foul.
Kidd is you got to get Strickland out of there right now with 4 fouls immediately to protect him.
Kidd, 2 shots.
Kidd getting ready to shoot 2 free throws. Been a little strong with that one. He's missed his last two.
Jason Kidd starting to drop that inside shoulder and just make that penetration inside.
29.4 left, third quarter. Kidd again.
Once again, I mentioned you've got Strickland with 4 fouls on him with a full period to go. You might want to get him out of there and protect him.
9 points in a row for the Suns. Shot clock at 18, about 5 difference. Harper with Chapman on him. 10 to shoot. Strickland with 5 on the shot clock. Fakes on Chapman. Out to O'Bannon. He gets it away in time. Back rim. It's rebounded by Hot Rod Williams. 1 second, and they don't get the shot away. The Mavericks have the lead after 3, 85-67.
Fourth quarter is about to begin. I'm here with Kimberly Lawrence, one of the Dallas Maverick dancers. The Maverick dancers appear at all 41 home games. This crowd is loud. Have you noticed the difference since the big trade?
Oh, definitely. The crowd has been incredible, awesome. Makes it so much more fun and exciting for us to be at the game.
All right, appreciate it, Kim. Back to you.
All right, Chris, we've got the fourth quarter underway, and Kevin Johnson hits, and the Phoenix Suns have run off 11 points in a row in a carryover stretch. Back into the third quarter, the Mavericks lead is 16.
Muursepp in the ball game right now. Backdoor cut by Harper.
Harper against Johnson. Hart with 9 to shoot. Chapman has him. Now the pass to Muursepp. And a foul call. I don't think he was trying to shoot the ball.
He had to shoot it with that shot clock running down.
Fourth foul on Bryant, and Martin Muursepp shoots 2.
Immediately off the bench, Muursepp contributes. A very promising young small forward prospect.
13 points tonight.
And in 6'9", 225, that's a nice small forward to have.
Muursepp will have another. Mavericks had a great third quarter working. Kidd with 15 points, and Kevin Johnson with 11, leading Phoenix. Finley and Strickland leading the way for the Mavs. Muursepp with that second one. He hits that one. So that ends the run of 11 straight points for the Suns. Harper guarding Kevin Johnson. Outside shot, Person. Yep. Wesley Person hit the 3 over O'Bannon, and it's now 86-72.
You got to close on him. Look out over the top.
And a foul on Person. Second team foul on Phoenix. Third foul on Wesley Person.
Person and Chapman you have to close on. Now Chapman's out of the ball game, and Kevin Johnson, not a great three-point shooter, but Kevin Johnson shoots the jump shot very well. He'll try to get a little closer.
Muursepp with 13 to shoot.
Bryant can't handle him one-on-one. There you go.
Oh, nice move by Murray.
Come on, baby. Oh, my.
16 points for Muursepp. And the Mavericks lead by 16.
Go right back to that well and get another bucket of water. Bryant can't handle him.
Kevin Johnson sets it up for Hot Rod Williams, and a foul called on his dunk attempt. Shawn Bradley with his third. The Mavericks have their first team foul, and Hot Rod Williams shoots 2.
There's Murray Muursepp. Nice move. Down inside. Shawn Bradley thought he got a block right there. The official did not. Williams will go to the free throw line. But Phoenix picking it up here.
Hot Rod Williams, a 63% free throw shooter. That's his first attempt in the game. .10:28 left to go in the fourth. The second one. Muursepp the rebound. 88-73. Mavericks the lead in the ball. They were up 27 late in the third.
Back cut. O'Bannon should have made the back cut with Person hanging on him like that. You clear out and give that offensive player room.
7 to shoot. Bradley fires over Williams. How about that? Shawn Bradley from deep on the court. He's got 13.
He can shoot the face-up jumper on a pick and pop.
2 minutes into the fourth, the Mavericks up 17. 9:55 left. Kevin Johnson gets to the hoop and draws the foul. And this is the Phoenix game at this stage. Dribble penetration by Kidd or Johnson. Try to draw the foul and get over the foul limit.
And you nailed that, because Kevin Johnson's been doing that for years for the Phoenix Suns.
Kevin Johnson, 2 shots.
Cotton Fitzsimmons had him doing that a long time ago. Paul Westphal continued, and then it was Cotton again, and now Danny Ainge. And it's not bad strategy, because Kevin Johnson is such a darn good free throw shooter.
That's the second team foul on the Mavericks. That foul on Muursepp, which was his first. 7 straight free throws made by Kevin Johnson. Back to a 15-point game.
Mavericks need to be aggressive against the press and attack the basket. Don't attack the defense. You get hung up in that. It's either on the perimeter now. That's got to get down inside.
8 to shoot. Reeves against Kidd. 4 on the clock. And it's a 3-try by O'Bannon. Rebounded by Kevin Johnson. Up court, Person. Jason Kidd. Out to Johnson with 9:18 left. 3-try by Person. Oh yeah, Wesley Person with his 4th three-pointer of the game. His 3rd here in the second half. And the Mavericks lead has been cut to 12 with 9:05 left.
You have to commit the foul. You've got to give that man something else to think about.
Muursepp rocks back and fires. No good for 3. Loose ball rebound to Bryant. Jason Kidd. Reeves guarding him. Kidd's shot makes it a 10-point game. Phoenix has gotten back in it, and where have we seen this before? 1 week ago tonight in Phoenix for one, when the Mavericks rallied in the 4th on the road. 90-80, the Mavs the lead. The Mike and Murray show. They burn the Suns.
That's the M&M boys with the ball. Khalid Reeves. That's Michael Finley. And this is Martin Muursepp.
Strickland and Finley back in the lineup for the Mavericks, whose lead has been cut from 27 to 10 on this run by the Phoenix Suns.
Along with AC Green in there too, and I think that Green's getting back into the ball game real important.
Khalid Reeves, 2 Green, 3 to shoot. Rebound tipped away. Green, a recovery. AC back to the hoop, had it knocked away. Kidd hustles for the save. Jason Kidd controlling for Phoenix. Person, my goodness, he was so far beyond the stripe.
Probably 8 to 10 feet.
Oh, easy. 7:52 left to go. 90-80, Mavericks the lead. Strickland holding against Person.
Shot clock's running down on them again. They're getting back to that in this 4th period. They did not do that for the first 3 periods of the game.
Oh, Finley, a big basket. Michael Finley with 21.
Of course, I will say that it's possible the Mavericks could be feeling just a bit tired. It's been a busy week, but that's no excuse. The adrenaline and this crowd can get you over that one.
Johnson leaves it for Kidd, whose 3-ball is in. Jason Kidd with his second 3 tonight, and Kidd has come up with a 20-point ball game in his return to Reunion. 7:09 left to go. 9-point lead.
You want Finley and Bradley to get touches for you, but you got to get Bradley the touches in the right area, down where he can shoot the little hook shot down on the block, or penetrate and let him slide out and get him the jump shot.
Michael Finley to make the inbounds pass. 7:04 left. He comes in with 9 to shoot. Strickland under pressure. Now it's Finley with a 3 on the way. Rebound tipped in the air by Green and controlled by Bryant. Here comes Kidd. Pulls up for 3. Jason Kidd sticks his second 3, and is he feeling it here? Kidd with 23 points tonight.
We've seen Kidd go nuts in those situations. Houston a couple of years ago.
The lead is down to 6. Here goes Strickland out to Reeves. His pass deflected. Finley has it. 8 to shoot. Finley trying to get the corner turn. Now Khalid Reeves for three. In and out. Bradley, the offensive rebound if he can get there. It's out of bounds to Phoenix with 6:22 left. Jason Kidd, season high with the Mavericks, 25 points. Bradley getting a hand. He has a new season high now with Phoenix at 23. 6:15 left to go. Kevin Johnson working inside. Bryant, and a foul. Mark Bryant gets the basket. The Phoenix Suns trying to return the favor.
They've done a wonderful job. There's no question about it. You go back to the third period. That's when it started. Kevin Johnson gets down inside, finds Bryant. Bryant with a good, strong power move inside.
Bradley called for the foul. 3-team fouls on the Mavericks. And Bryant with a chance to bring his club to within 3.
A little bit of the three-quarter court and the half-court pressure by Phoenix broke some of that momentum by Dallas.
Bryant makes it 92-89.
Wasn't a good comeback by Phoenix. It was a great one.
31-7.
Paul Silas, Don Nelson have done a great job over there on the Phoenix bench.
Erick Harper on ahead to Strickland. 6 minutes remaining. Erick Strickland off the drive underneath, and he was fouled as he got to the baseline. Hot Rod Williams. 3rd-team foul on the Suns.
That's what you have to do if you're the Mavericks. You must continue to attack the basket, and you must continue to push the ball, because the time that you're not pushing the ball runs off the clock. That cuts down the time you have in the front court to get a shot.
Strickland against Kidd. Finley with 16 to shoot. Finley gets chased out on the court. Strickland on the move, pulls up with an open look. Kidd try, Bradley missed. Loose ball foul on Shawn Bradley, and Bradley has his 5th. That's the 4th-team foul on Dallas.
You win it with your defense. Mavericks will need a couple of key stops, a couple of big defensive plays.
It was 85-58. KJ. The rebound to A.C. Green, a loose ball foul on Hot Rod Williams. That's his 4th, and Phoenix now with 4-team fouls.
Great position by A.C. Green. Remember that play right there. Green with excellent position. Phoenix does not get the ball back. That's what A.C. Green will do.
92-89 Dallas. And away from the play, we get a whistle. It's a foul on Finley. Oh, it's a foul on Harper. Offensive foul. Erick Harper with his 2nd. That's a turnover.
Must have been an illegal block. He moved trying to set a pick to free up Finley.
A tremendous rally by the Suns here in this 4th quarter. Kevin Johnson over Bradley. No foul called. The Mavericks get a break. Bradley a block. Maybe a game-saving one with 5 minutes left. Finley looking for room. Strickland driving. Right back to Strick, who tried to drop it for A.C. Green.
A little bit hard that close when you're that close. A little bit easier on that pass.
Phoenix taking time with 4:56 left to go. It's 92-89 Mavericks. Fox Sports Southwest presents Mavericks basketball. Brought to you by Southwest Airlines. By the Gatorade Company. By the Discover Card. By Coors. And by Southwestern Bell. In the 4th quarter, Phoenix back into the contest. Here's Mark Bryant making a drive, runs into people. Offensive foul on Bryant. 5th foul on Mark Bryant. The Mavericks the ball with 4:42 left, leading by 3.
That's Erick Strickland with a defensive play. I mean, you're up 3 points against a team that's hot. You got to do it with your defense, and Strickland does it. Now they must spread the floor and get a little bit more organized with what they want to do in a half-court game.
15 to shoot for Finley.
Spacing.
Lost it. Green had it taken away by Bryant. Kidd going to the hoop. Off to Bryant. Missed the layup. Wesley Person with a follow, though. And it's A.C. Green capturing for Dallas.
Huge play. Strickland and A.C. Green
Shawn Bradley, 14 to shoot. AC Green. Harper comes up shooting, missing, and it's rebounded by Kidd. Up court to Person, who ran out. Blocked by Strickland. Green off the glass. No goaltend. Now it's Harper coming back.
Out of nowhere came Strickland with that play. That's 3 straight plays. Strickland, Green, Strickland.
Now Strick on the move. Bradley shoots it from out front, short. AC Green trying to lay it up and draws the foul.
I'll tell you what, those guys in the white shirts are really battling. That ought to be a technical foul. Watch this. Erick Strickland comes out of nowhere. Person thinks he's got it.
Oh, that is goaltending. It touched the glass first.
It did.
The Mavericks with a real break. AC Green shooting 2. 2 for 4 tonight. That's a big one.
You bet it is.
93-89 Dallas, 3:41 left.
I promise you, Dallas has had enough of those go against them. They just had one that went in their favor.
That's bigger still. 94-89. Little breathing room for the Mavericks this trip.
Create a one-on-one opportunity at the offensive end of the floor for Finley. A left side isolation.
There's Kevin Johnson doing what he does best. Kevin Johnson has 15 points, and he has 6 here in the 4th, out of bounds to Phoenix on a pass to Harper.
Just ISO Finley on one side of the floor and let him operate and spot up your shooters, Strickland and Harper, opposite him.
Kevin Johnson again off the drive, and Bradley called for the foul. Shawn Bradley has fouled out.
Shawn Bradley is 6th.
You would think that would bring Muursepp back into the ball game. Even though he's not a center, Green moves over. Kevin Johnson. Bradley committing the foul. Let's see who it does bring in. Yes, it does.
Muursepp coming in with 3:11 left.
One thing you want to do in a situation like that is use your full 30 seconds. Don't make the substitution quite so quickly. Your team's a little tired. If you give them a little bit of extra time to get one more deep breath or two.
Kevin Johnson hits the free throw, and the Phoenix Suns have climbed the mountain. From 27 down, they pull into a 94-all tie with 3:07 left.
And that's a great comeback by Phoenix. No question about it.
Finley from Green.
So you want that ISO on the side of the floor.
Harper against Person. Hart puts the Mavericks up by 2.
Big shot. Big shot from the veteran. Bradley sits down, folks, with 13 points, 6 rebounds, 4 blocks, and 2 steals.
Erick Strickland is called for the foul, and Kevin Johnson gets back to the line. Strickland has his 5th.
You don't want to extend too much defensively on Kevin Johnson. He is not a real good 3-point shooter. He does not have great range. He's an excellent 2-point jump shooter. He is simply trying to get to the line, so don't overextend on him.
He had hit 9 in a row before that one. 2:40 for the game. 96-94, Mavericks by 2.
Mavericks fighting their hearts out, and Phoenix has done the same, folks.
Just like last Sunday.
Yeah.
96-95.
The NBA, a game of runs. And this one will give you a game of runs.
Finley has it out front, and a foul called on Strickland. He is fouled out of the game. Erick Strickland called for the blocking foul. Strick fouls out with 16 points tonight. 2:30 left with no pack. The Mavericks are really shy in the backcourt. Khalid Reeves coming in for him.
Strickland gives it up. That's Person who steps out in front and draws the charge. That's a smart play by Person, and he got away with it. It may have been a bit of a makeup call there.
Phoenix with a chance at the lead. Kevin Johnson looking for that foul. Sends it up underneath to Williams. And now Person dribbled it off his foot, but Kidd a recovery and a 3 on the way. Rebounded by Muursepp. Still a 1 9-point Mavericks lead. 2 minutes roughly for the fourth. Harper against Kidd. Michael Finley, 8 to shoot.
There you go.
Finley driving and shooting on person. Rebounded by Kevin Johnson.
There's that's the kind of play you would like to get Finley. That's the isolation you want for him.
Kevin Johnson going solo with Reeves. Kidd, person on the three. Rebounded by Muursepp. How many big plays has Martin Muursepp made tonight?
I'll tell you, he's a small forward. He's going to end up a starter in this league someplace.
Timeout taken, 1:26 remaining. 96-95 Dallas. The Gatorade player of the game, Mavs rookie guard Erick Strickland. 16 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists. He fouled out with 2.5 minutes left.
There's Erick Strickland. Phoenix did a nice job keeping him off of the board in the second half. He had 8 rebounds at the half. He got 1 in the second half.
Finley looks to bring it in with 19 to shoot. He comes in to Harper. Kevin Johnson on him. 1:20 remaining. Harper picked up by Person. 7 to shoot. Harp with 5 on the clock trying to get to the cup, and he draws the foul on the move down the lane.
That's the kind of play you want to come right back with, because on the switch, Kevin Johnson had Finley.
And Hot Rod Williams has fouled out.
That brings Bryant back into the game, and Bryant has played well. Tisdale in the ball game. You must respect Tisdale's ability to score. Very good face-up jump shooter, 15, 18 feet. Clever block player with a little jump hook.
Harp hasn't been on the line tonight. This is a big free throw. He's a 73% shooter.
Ouch.
(97-95). 1:13 left.
Harper needs one of those big defensive plays, folks. He's made a lot of them in his career. He needs one right here. Mavericks need the ball back.
It's Kidd against Reeves. Kidd on the pull-up jumper, left it short. Green lost it though to Mark Bryant. And the game is tied at 97 as Bryant scores inside of a minute.
AC Green had it in his hands.
15 to shoot. Kidd guarding Harper. And Kidd a steal on a pass into Finley. Kevin Johnson, middle of the court, up for grabs. AC Green takes timeout. Going out of bounds. It's a 20. Man, what a game.
That's a good call by Jim Clemens. You do not want to use a full timeout in that situation. He has 2 remaining fulls. But you use the 20 so you have the full later on and you can advance the ball. AC Green goes after it. Heck of a play. Smart play. Early in the ball game, that would not be a smart play, because a possession early in the game is not worth a timeout late like he just had there to call. But in that situation, that's okay. Now the Mavericks have been having some problems getting the ball inbounds. Let's see if Phoenix does extend their defense. You must respect Kidd, Johnson, and Person's ability to anticipate. Will Phoenix go full court with the pressure? Yes, they will. They do extend.
AC Green will make the inbounds pass for the Mavericks. He took a look up court to see what he had.
Should be no doubt about what you want to do. This is something that's covered in practice with a clock. Should be little doubt. Everybody knows exactly what's expected.
Tie ball game. Shot clock at 17. Finley with Person on him. 10 to shoot. Finley with 8 on the clock. Into Muursepp. Muursepp underneath. Missed the layup. Bryant takes it out with 18 seconds left. And the Phoenix Suns take time. They didn't advance the ball, so they can advance it after this timeout if they so wish. 16.1 left to go. 97 all. Jim Durham with Bob Ortigal here in Reunion. It was a 27-point lead for the Mavericks in the second half, and now it's tied at 97 with 16.1 left. The largest lead ever for the Mavericks in franchise history was a 26-point lead. They've still got a chance to win this one.
They'd like to get Johnson to the free throw line.
7 seconds for Kidd. No shot clock, remember. Kidd wants that winning shot. He left it short, tries to save, and he takes the timeout with .3 left. And they're going to put some time up there. And they put 2/10 of a second up there, so there's 5/10 of a second.
Now that makes a big difference because the rule is you can catch and shoot with 3/10. Jason Kidd comes up short, but a great effort to go get the ball back and did call a timeout off of Tisdale's pick for the jumper, short, but he's able to get to the ball. And they still have time. Here's the shot clock, or the clock in the lower right-hand corner, folks. That's the game clock. And the 5/10 of a second makes a big difference rather than 2/10, especially in the mind of the official, because now he knows that the receiver inbounds has time to catch and shoot and be alert to the lob. You put very good pressure on the ball out of bounds, and I mean the guy guarding him really pressures him almost to a point where he's out of bounds. You make the official, I mean, officials don't like to make calls like that right now. You need to be aware of that. Do not give that guy out of bounds a good look. The best way to keep the ball going to an open receiver is to pressure the passer. Get all over that passer, wave those arms, do whatever you can do to disrupt him. You're playing right now. What you want is an overtime. You're the home team. It's 97-97. Don't try to be a hero. Just make sure they don't score.
0.5 left.
You want to go to overtime.
Here we go with Kidd to make the inbounds pass, and they're going to take another timeout.
And Dreiling will pressure the ball out of bounds. That's one thing that Don Nelson and Paul Silas wanted to know. Nelson talking to Silas over on the sideline. Silas just sat down. He's the acting head coach in the absence of Danny Ainge. Ainge has got to be awfully proud of what his club has done.
Because they have rallied from a 27-point deficit with 3:09 left in the third, and have caught the Mavericks now with half a second left with a chance to win. Phoenix without a full timeout. They don't need another one. They do need the 20, though, as a safety valve on the inbounds pass. And the Mavericks will be able to take that delay of game if they so wish, and closing out on the man throwing the ball in play.
Well, we worked a couple of overtimes last Tuesday night in the Charlotte game, or excuse me, Thursday night in the Minnesota game. 2 overtimes against Minnesota on Thursday. We wouldn't mind working another overtime right now.
It's hard to say that after being in front 85-58 at one time.
Yeah, you'd like to think that it wouldn't come down to that, but that's what's happened. You've got another good shooter in the ball game right now in Rex Chapman. Kevin Johnson, a good shooter. Kidd is going to trigger the inbounds play. Dreiling is going to guard Kidd out of bounds.
Here we go with 0.5 left.
Inside, they're going directly inside to Tisdale.
And Dreiling took the delay of game. Dreiling putting the pressure on Kidd in the corner.
They wanted to go directly inside to Tisdale. That is a good out-of-bounds play.
And he's got it, but his shot came too late, and we have, guess what, overtime at Reunion. 97-97 at the end of regulation tonight. (30-12). Ouch. That's the fourth quarter. And Phoenix pulls into a 97 all tie.
The whole thing kind of triggered by the momentum of Wesley Person shooting that perimeter jump shot. Not unlike the comeback that Minnesota had based on the three-point shooting of James Robinson. In fact, very, very similar.
The Mavericks, too, without Shawn Bradley. He fouled out with 3:11 left in regulation. Erick Strickland fouled out with 2:30 left, and it's Phoenix controlling the tip to begin play in the overtime. 12 points scored in the fourth, a fourth quarter low for the Mavericks this year. Phoenix has really struggled in overtime. They're 0-5, but Bryant gets them in front with that swinging gate hook shot.
Yeah, and that's a tough shot. He made a tough shot because Dreiling had a body on him.
Mark Bryant with 16 points tonight, and Phoenix has its first lead since it was 10-8. And here's a foul called on Bryant, and he is fouled out.
That really hurts. That's not a good play by Bryant. He's too much of a veteran to not be aware of that. At that point, you've got to become a position defender. You're in an overtime. Your team has made a great comeback. You have 5 fouls, and he reaches. It's a reaching foul. Watch him reach with his left hand. See there? See that left hand come in there? That's where the foul was.
Derek Harper looking for room to operate. Over, Chapman ties the game.
I think Harper's a little upset with himself about missing that one free throw. He may try to get it done, and that's okay, but don't try to get it done by yourself.
Jay Kidd runs the show this trip for the Suns. Chapman steps up, 10 on the shot clock. Kevin Johnson getting inside. Chapman 4-3. Rebound, Tisdale tipped it out. Last touch by Dallas is the call with 4:01 left in the overtime. Martin Muursepp returning.
It's a tough spot for Rex Chapman. He was just activated the first time he's played in quite some time. He's been on the injured list. But he can shoot it, let me tell you. You don't want to give him too many of those.
With Bryant having fouled out, Jim Clemens going to Muursepp and bringing Dreiling out of the game. 18 to shoot. Kevin Johnson. Chapman launching and hitting a 3 to give the Suns a 102-99 lead.
There it is. That's why I said you don't want to give him too many. He can shoot.
He's hit 2 of them tonight. Finley with Kidd on him. 10 to shoot. Muursepp, Green, Finley lines up the 3.
That's a really smart play.
AC Green going for the follow and a foul on Kidd.
Michael Finley made a nice play. You make the ball fake when the guy's flying at you. You use the one bounce escape dribble to the left. Good shot. He came up short, but that's the shot you want. AC Green, credit again to AC Green, his 13th rebound.
Harper again. Rebounded by Finley. On the reverse. Yep, and a foul. Michael Finley with a chance to tie the game.
Big time.
Kidd with his 4th foul.
He's got to have touches.
Called it on Tisdale.
Harper, little fadeaway. Didn't get a real good look. Watch Michael Finley. Offensive rebounders work the baseline and come up inside. Thank you, Mr. Finley.
23 points tonight for Finley. Has a chance to pull the Mavericks even with 3:16 left in the overtime. 102-102.
Well, Phoenix is not big right now. They've got 4 guards in the game. Kidd, Johnson, Person, Chapman. Tisdale inside.
Reeves guarding Kidd. 10 on the shot clock. Chapman. Kidd for 3. Oh, it hopped up there, and then Harper's hit with a foul. That one stayed on the rim. One bounce too long for the Mavericks.
Foul by Derek Harper. His 3rd.
3 fouls on Harp. First team foul on the Mavs here in the overtime, and it's a shooting foul for Kevin Johnson.
Rex Chapman gets the ball back in the corner. That is good offensive strategy to fill the vacated area. Good spot up shooters will fill vacated areas, and then you go right back to the area from which you came.
Kevin Johnson giving the Suns the 1-point lead.
In his 10 years, Kevin Johnson's been in this position many, many times.
Johnson has 21 points tonight. Kidd with 23. For Kidd, that's a high in a Phoenix uniform. He had a game this year where he scored 25 for the Mavs. Harper, as Dallas finds itself down 2. Khalid Reeves on to Finley. Finley against Person. Michael works it all the way to the hoop, and then he's tied up.
Not a bad move by Finley once again. Watch him. He beats a good defender there, Wesley Person. No foul. Tisdale came over. Harper and Muursepp must block out.
Tisdale at 6'9". Finley a tap to Reeves. 2:30 left in the overtime. On the shot clock. Finley. Reeves on the jump stop move. Rebounded by Tisdale. Phoenix looking to extend on the 2-point lead. Chapman lost it to Muursepp. A major defensive play by Martin Muursepp.
Way to go, Murray. I'll tell you what.
Mavericks again with a chance to tie, and it's Muursepp taking Kevin Johnson inside, and he takes advantage.
He's a small forward who scores.
You like those kind, don't you?
Yeah, I sure do.
104-104.
In the final analysis, I like guys that can put the ball in the hole.
Illegal defense called on the Mavericks. It's their second one.
AC Green, second of the game for the Mavericks.
So Phoenix gets a free throw here for Kevin Johnson.
That hurts.
Kevin Johnson.
That's an unusual call at that point in the game.
Kevin Johnson giving the Suns the 1-point lead.
Muursepp or AC Green called for the illegal. He is down below the free throw line.
Kevin Johnson with 1:35 left in the overtime. Works away from Harper. Tisdale an open shot from out front, and Phoenix has a 3-point lead. The Mavericks are taking time. 1:32 left in the overtime. It is 107-104 Phoenix. So the Mavericks, who have been doing nothing if not playing them close for the last 10 days or so, now with a 3-point deficit and a minute 32 left in the overtime.
Sideline out of bounds play. We'll see if we've seen the one we've seen before. It's very well scouted around the league. Let's see if there's an adjustment. That's inbounds to Harper.
Kidd guarding him. Finley.
So you want to go inside. Phoenix doesn't have any big people in the ball game.
9 to shoot. Reeves. AC Green, 6 on the clock. Now it's Reeves against Tisdale. Khalid Reeves missing. Muursepp the offensive rebound.
Muursepp again with the play.
Oh, Reeves has the opportunity, but he's been so cold. He passed on a 3. He's a good shooter normally. Muursepp had it blocked by Tisdale out of bounds with 11 to shoot.
Good help by Tisdale defensively coming down on Muursepp. If you're Reeves now, you play Finley and Muursepp on the same side of that floor and spot up Finley when he puts the ball into Muursepp if they're going to double down.
6 to shoot. Reeves hounded by Kidd. 5 on the clock. Reeves on the drive. Kidd a block. Reeves a follow off the glass. It's a 1-point game.
After a block shot by Kidd, Reeves had the presence of mind to do that. What's the call?
It's about the 24-second clock. And the game clock. They've got 44.1 left in regulation. 107-106. Phoenix the lead in the ball.
Want to talk about big stops?
This would be one. Reeves guarding Kidd. Kidd with 13 to shoot. Tisdale again. And AC Green the rebound. Dallas taking time with 26.7 left in the overtime. The Mavs are still alive at Reunion. 107-106 Phoenix.
Watch the play by Khalid Reeves. Crossover dribble right to left, down inside. Kidd with the block. Reeves gets it back, has the presence of mind with the shot clock, running out to put it up off the glass and in. Mavericks trail by 1, have the ball. Will Clemens advance the ball to the 10-second line, or will he use the entire floor to operate? You may want to do that. It gives you a little bit more room to beat somebody one-on-one and head toward the basket. There has been a mismatch down inside against Muursepp. Tisdale has been taking AC Green. You also want to get the shot quick enough to give AC Green a chance on the offensive board.
Well, you saw that graphic. The Suns don't fare very well in close games. Shot clock at 20. And Harper has to come back for the ball. It's tipped out of bounds by Kidd.
Oh, my.
With 17 to shoot, the Mavericks come in. But now, remember, they're down to 3 seconds to get it across the 10-second line.
Mavericks are going to use that final timeout right now.
I hope they mention this in the huddle, because sometimes players aren't familiar with the differences in the NBA rules as it relates to basketball rules at other levels. Once you work time off, when you come in this instance, the Mavericks only have 3 seconds to get across the timeline.
You don't get the time back. You do not get the time back right now. Now 7 seconds ran off the clock, Jim.
Yep, 17 to shoot.
That needs to be covered.
Maybe they'll take it here, we'll see. And the Mavericks also without any timeouts here in the overtime. 20.4 left.
Inbounds pass, very, very important. Meet the pass. Catch the ball and be strong with it. You don't have a lot of time to do everything you would like to do at this point. The defense, frequently in situations like this, dictates what you can do.
Phoenix has a foul to take.
And they will commit that foul, but they may let a little time run off the clock before they do that. They obviously don't want to foul the shooter. They want to make that foul before a shot is taken.
Suns are out with Chapman, Kidd, Johnson, Wayman, Tisdale, and Person. The Mavericks come out with Muursepp, Reeves, Harper, Finley, and Green, and wisely Dallas will take it now at the 10-second line. But remember, they have no timeout, so they have to get it in play.
You got to get that Phoenix bench back off away from that sideline.
Finley to bring it in.
Oh, boy.
Finley looking to bring it in. Up against the 5-second count. He comes into Muursepp. Remember, the Suns with a foul to take. Shot clock at 12. A little better than 3 difference. Harper, 8 to shoot. Harp comes up shooting and hitting a big one. The Mavericks have the lead. Timeout Phoenix with 8.6 left in the overtime. 108-107 Mavericks. Some ball game tonight, Coach.
Yeah, and no doubt about what the Mavericks have to do. The Mavericks have a foul to take. The Mavericks have a foul to take or give, whichever way you want to call it. Harper, the shot that puts the Mavericks up by 1. He created a little bit of room with a little bit of a fake on the penetration. When Phoenix gets the ball in bounds, as long as they are not getting a shot, you want to commit the foul. O'Bannon is in the game.
Along with Green, Finley, Reeves, and Harper. Phoenix has Tisdale, Person, Chapman, Kidd, and Kevin Johnson, and Kidd will make the inbounds pass. They have 2 timeouts and a 20 left.
Don't play to keep from losing. Play to win the game. If they get on the dribble, commit the foul.
It comes into Kevin Johnson, Harper on him, and Harp takes the foul with 6.6 left.
Fans don't realize. They don't realize what the deal is. Had 1 to give. That's a good play, smart play. Fans did not realize what took place there. And they shouldn't. They're so emotionally into it right now. Now foul, you don't want to foul.
Kidd looks to bring it in. 6.6 left. He's got it into Kevin Johnson. Johnson against Harper. Here's Kidd on the move into the lane. Off to Tisdale. He lays it in. The game is over. Phoenix has the win in overtime. What a remarkable game here at Reunion Arena tonight. The Phoenix Suns returning the favor as the Mavericks came from 16 down to beat them at home last Sunday. They come from 27 down to win in overtime.
And Wayman Tisdale did a nice job sliding the baseline. When the ball goes to the basket, you should slide the baseline, and that's exactly what Tisdale did. He got a real good look at the basket and converted the winning shot.
109 to 108 the final in overtime tonight. Phoenix gets the win over the